Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another amazing edition of Sports for Less Daily Updates. Since the appointment of Eric Sequichel and his technical team, they've been very relentless in pursuing the best of talents for Nigeria football, same as the Super Eagles, especially players of dual citizenship. And one of the players that comes in mind is Abdul Nazir Tosin Adarabioyo. You're going to check it out, what he has been told to do if he wants to represent Super Eagles at USA, Canada, and Mexico. The return of Switch-Okoye has sparked debate on standing Nwabali continuing to be the first choice goalkeeper for the Super Eagles, going in the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoff in Morocco. Exciting revelations coming in, and you're going to check them out in this video with other interesting updates surrounding Nigeria football and the Super Eagles. Before I do that, if you are new on this platform, quickly let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Let's show love to this platform and the video by liking and sharing to other social media platforms. As usual, my name still remains Solomon Kwejo Asante, your only nomenclature with engineers philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with the Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please do well to leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. And no more, straightforward, let's get into the video and start from the camp of the Super Eagles as they are gearing up for their CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoff, scheduled to take place in Morocco from the 13th to the 16th of November 2025. And the return of Switch-Okoye last night for his club side, Udinese in the Serie A against Cremonese, has sparked debates on standing Nwabali being the first choice goalkeeper for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Switch-Okoye returned from 2 months suspension due to betting and sports fraud scandal. Immediately, he was being reinstated in the post as the #1 choice for Udinese last night against Cremonese. It ended up 1-1 for both Udinese and that of Cremonese. And just after the game, a lot of revelations and debates are coming up. Despite the debates, one of the players of the Super Eagles team, I'm not going to talk about his name. His name is unknown at this moment. According to him, he thinks standing Nwabali should be the first choice goalkeeper going in this CAF World Cup playoff in Morocco because he has been trusted by the defenders that he is the #1 choice for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Aside that, Aloy Agu is a former goalkeeper for Nigeria. He was part of Kayserispor's team in the Turkish Premier League from 1994 to 1997. From 2021 to 2023, he was Nigeria's goalkeepers coach. He has also spoken at length. And there's the time he's calling for strong competition within the Super Eagles goalkeeping departments between Switch-Okoye, Amos Obajusoji, Adeleye Adebayo, and that of standing Nwabali. He has counted us through the journey that has been with the Super Eagles goalkeeping department. And he's saying that he wants to see that kind of competition that existed between the legendaries, Vincent Enyama, that's of Dele Anyonugba, and that's of Austin Ejide. These are goalkeepers that fought hard within the Nigerian football team in terms of the goalkeeping department, bringing that competition. So he's just waiting to see that in the Super Eagles current team. Aside that, a lot of things to be worked on from standing Nwabali's parts, though he has shown the potential as one of the favorite goalkeepers or reliable goalkeepers in the Super Eagles team, but technically and psychologically, he has to work on numerous things. We are going to check out all the posts from this player of the Super Eagles team and this former goalkeeper of Nigeria, talking of Aloy Agu on our screens. Let me quickly go through for you to know how clear it is based on buttressing it with evidence. The first part is the player from the Super Eagles team. Maduka plays at a level higher than Nwabali, but for the national team, it's not like that all the time. For now, Nwabali has confidence working for him and also the trust of the coaches and the defense in front of him. But it's good that Okoye is back because of what he has either as backup or when he is recalled to be in goal. Now, let's move on to Aloy Agu's speech with regarding the competition among Nigerian goalkeepers. Well, #1, standing Nwabali has done well and he has kept the hope of Nigerians higher. But like you said, there are some things that need to be pointed out and that means also to help him and to help the team. I think I don't want to expose or talk about my goalkeeper, my player. I have never been a fan of that. But what I can just say is that there is room for improvements. We must look at all that he has done, identify areas he needs to improve, and where he needs to continue doing well. So, areas he needs to improve, he should improve on them. But for me, I won't go on air and talk anyhow about the number one goalkeeper of Nigeria. I only have encouragements, and I will encourage him to do well for Nigeria because we are at a crucial stage. We want to qualify for the World Cup, and I believe all things are possible. He ended up with these words. I think Vincent Enyema had the same thing with Dele Anyonugba and Austin Ejide, and every one of us had that. So it brings out the best in us. We need such competition around him. Talking of Nwabali also. I think there is a goalkeeper that is also doing well. John Noble, I think in Tanzania. I have watched some of his games and he's doing well. So the moment we have capable hands around Nwabali who can give him competition, I think that makes it much easier for the team. So these are the words of Aloy Agu, former coach of Nigerian national team from 2021 to 2023. And we all know that Stanley Nwabali came under this criticism and debate just after the last two World Cup qualifying matches, especially against that of Lesotho, not being able to grab that ball that made them get that consolation goal. And also that dangerous care from him that they nearly missed out. With all these blunders, he was very, very lucky that time. And this has able to help Nigeria Super Eagles make it to the playoff of the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoff scheduled to take place in Morocco. And I know as whether you resonate with the ideas of the player, same as the former goalkeeper of Nigeria. You can share your candid opinion, honest one, in the comment box. Now let's talk about some doubts around the availability of some Super Eagles players going in this playoff. I've spoken voluminously about certain players that can make it and certain players that might not make it. With the latest updates coming in, let me start from Fisayo Dele Bashiru. I've checked it out from the Serie A and looking at what is happening. I'm not happy at all because he might not be available for Nigeria versus Gabon and either facing Cameroon or DR Congo in the playoff. Through my research, let's check this one out on our screens. Based on Lazio injury list, you can see that of Fisayo Dele Bashiru. He's having hamstring injury and his expected return date is on the 21st of November 2025. The likelihood of him missing Nigeria versus Gabon and that of either Cameroon or DR Congo is very high. That is Fisayo Dele Bashiru. Now, let's talk about Nathan Teller of Bayer for Leverkusen. His head coach has given out an update about his injury. Now he's racing against time to be fit for Super Eagles, same as Leverkusen. According to head coach Hal Jumod, he has spoken at length and the Bild outlet has given it out to Sportsfiller. And let's check it out on our screens. These are the words from the head coach of Bayer for Leverkusen as you are waiting to see him coming in full recovery for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He is actually already been working on the pitch. It is not a big deal. We are monitoring Nathan day by day. We think things are looking positive, but there have been setbacks. I won't go into specific details about them, talking of the injured players in Leverkusen's team with respect to that of Nathan Teller. But it's become longer and more complicated than we initially thought. Teller was supposed to be integrated back into the team program during the international break through individual training. He had already worked with the ball. However, it wasn't enough to make the squad for the away game against Metz because Teller repeatedly experienced pain. So this is quite pathetic coming in from the camp of these players. And I know they might probably miss out against that of Gabon and either Cameroon or that of DR Congo. Let me also add this one up from Felix Agu based on my research with respect to Injury list of Werder Bremen. On your screens, you can see Felix Agu. He's still suffering from ankle injury, and his expected return date as it stands now is dash, meaning they don't know at the moment. And likelihood of the squad list being released later parts of this month is high. So how come these players can make it? And these are players that we need them in the team. But let's see how things will transpire. I will just keep you updated when there's other developments from their injuries. It's only time that remains to be seen how developments around their injuries will be. Now, let me end this presentation from Abdul Nasser. Tosin Adarabioyo. Mononymously, he is called Tosin. Wherever you go in England, wherever you come in Nigeria, this is what they used to call him. The last time I spoke about him was on the 24th of July, 2025. That was when he returned during the summer holiday. He even met the governor of Lagos State, talking of Babajide, His Excellency Babajide. Let me address him well. His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and they had some kind of pleasantries. And at the end of everything, things went off for Tosin Adarabioyo. The last time he spoke about his nationality switch was when he was in Nigeria, talking of the 24th of July, 2025, some few months away from this time. And he said he's strongly considering playing for Nigeria. Let's watch this video of his. I will be back with exciting revelation coming in from one of the backroom staff of the Super Eagles.
And then on a more serious note, I understand Super Eagles has been calling. Are you going to answer? What are the considerations for you to wear the beautiful green jersey?
It's something I still think about. We'll see in the near future, hopefully, and I'll start to make a decision.
What a man of many words, are you?
No, obviously, it's just something that it's obviously been a topic for many years now since I've become a professional footballer. But again, like I said, we'll see.
Okay, what are the things you consider?
Everything comes into consideration. I can't tell you anything specifically, but as a whole, you have to look at it and make the best decision.
Now, according to the backroom staff of the Super Eagles, he has been told what to do if he wants to represent Nigeria at USA, Canada, and Mexico. Should Nigeria make it to the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament? And this is the right time for him to do it. And these are words from Eric Sequichel, because he's a backroom staff and is very close to Eric Sequichel. They've tried as much as they can to get all these players for the Super Eagles. But at the right time should be players who are very committed, not players who are just coming in because of fame. Players who are ready to defend the flag of Nigeria, not any other player. So if you are Tosin Adarabioyo and you want to come into the team, these words are for you from the backroom staff of the Super Eagles. It reads, I don't think head coach Eric Chelle will consider him if he doesn't play at the AFCON and wants to be part of the team if you make it to the World Cup. Chelle is clear on players committed to the cause for long haul and not just for regional tournaments. So these are the exact words. If Tosin Adarabioyo, you want to be at the World Cup, please just start switching now. And for your side, you don't even need other complications from FIFA in terms of the nationality switch processes. You've not been captized to England, just that you've been through their ranks at the youth level. And you can just take a decision that today, I am ready in playing for Nigeria, talking of the Super Eagles. Let me buttress with who he is. I've spoken about him. I know a lot of Nigerian football community knows who he is. But let me add more to other new viewers who don't know who Tosin Adarabioyo is. He was born somewhere in 1997. Currently, he's just 28 years of age. And Tosin plays for Chelsea as a centre-back. Predominantly, he plays as a centre-back. Some of his attributes, as I do cherish from him, is one, he's very composed when playing the ball, right from the defense. And he's having that tactical awareness. The way to read the game, looking at his height, is around 1.96 meters. Meaning he's having that aerial presence, strong one indeed for his football career. And these are some of the attributes that we need in the Nigerian defense, especially the Super Eagles. So these are the exciting revelations surrounding Tosin Adarabioyo. Your take on it, please leave it decently in the comment box. As usual, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Subsequently, I will give you shout outs It's bye for now.